Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I took up another challenge. As many of you are probably very familiar by now, I like to do these terrible weapon setup videos where I will use C4 only, EOD bot only, I'll use a weapon with a terrible combination of attachments, basically just to give myself some sort of challenge and handicap to kind of mix things up and make things interesting for Battlefield 3. And so for today, a bunch of you wanted to see if I could use the mine to get kills, and not to blow up vehicles as they're meant to be, but to run around with the mines, place them down next to an enemy or lay a trap, and then blow them up with either the magnum or the slug rounds from a shotgun, because that's like the only way that you can actually do so. But going into this, I knew that it was going to be one of the most ridiculous and craziest and just absurd challenge that I've done so far, because the only way that you're really going to be able to go about it is either to lay a trap, lay some mines down near an objective, lay it down in a hallway, wait for someone to come by, fire at your mine, and then blow them up. And I tried that for a while. I did that route, and while it was remotely successful, I tried it on the close quarter maps. I had a lot of success there, where I would lay them down, have this awesome chain reaction going, and then it would blow up, you know, one, maybe two if I was lucky. But I didn't really like that tactic. It wasn't very enjoyable. If you guys know me, I'm not really the camping type. I know that a lot of people will say that it is a effective and it is a useful tactic, but for me personally, I just get very bored easily when I play video games. I need to be moving around a lot, and so I tried that out. I got a couple of kills, but then I moved on to the next tactic, which is basically run around like a madman trying to flank my enemy as best as possible, and then getting behind the target, placing down the mine, running away for a couple of seconds to not, you know, of course, suicide on that, turn around, and then fire on it, and then blow my target into smithereens. But really, the only way that that tactic was even remotely successful is if I came across someone who was completely oblivious to their surroundings. Even when someone is camping, normal players, or players that have some sort of idea as to what they're doing in Battlefield 3, they're always checking their surroundings. They're always peeking behind every couple of seconds to make sure someone isn't flanking them. They're checking their mini-map constantly, and so getting behind someone that is completely oblivious and then taking the time to place the mine directly at their feet without them hearing your footsteps, and then running away for a couple of seconds, then turn around and then trying to blow it up, isn't easy, and most players turn around at that point and then pump your face full of bullets. And so pretty much what I found myself doing was always going after bipod users and snipers, and then really just relying on a whole lot of luck, because this doesn't require any skill. I did try to figure out if there was any way to throw the mines, because that would have made this thing a little bit easier, but no, unless I'm completely mistaken, you have to place it directly on the ground. You have to get right next to the target to blow them up. And it's just the combination of all of those factors that just made it either I had to be very patient, like I said earlier, or it was just required a ridiculous amount of luck, and in all honesty, this didn't require any skill. There were some times where I was able to kind of bait people into some traps, which is fairly amusing, where I would kind of take a couple of shots. I wasn't actually trying to kill them, but I was just trying to get their attention. They would round the corner, I would have had a mine placed, and then I would fire. Those were always very satisfying, but it is extremely hard to pull off. More often than not, they're gonna get smart, you're gonna be in a corner, or they're just gonna shoot you. I mean, it's not easy to pull one of those tactics off, and more often than not, they're gonna get the suppression effect on you, or they're gonna start shooting at you. When you try to aim or shoot at the mine, it's your screen shaking all over the place. The suppression effect causes your bullet to fly in a random direction, and you don't get the explosion, and they just kill you. So, in general, this was probably the most ridiculous challenge that I've done, and that's kind of saying a lot, considering that I've done the EOD bot, repair tool. I mean, I've done a lot of crazy stuff for this series, but this was just like way out there in the ballpark. There was so much luck involved, and while every once in a while there were some moments when I was able to bait people around the corner, or I could sneak up behind their buddies or the people that were completely oblivious while their friends are kind of running around, I was a silent little assassin. Those moments were fun, but they're pretty far and in between, and just the sheer amount of luck that was involved, it was kind of a nightmare. But that is about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have a setup that you would like me to try next, let me know down below in the comments section, and also make sure to thumbs up the one you would also like me to try. But until tomorrow, guys, have a good one and take it easy.